welcome back again to another episode of Cafe Lily with your hosts, Rosa and Kel.
Thank you for having me here, Rosa.
What do you mean? You work here.
Look, it's your cafe. I just work here. You're the Yuri expert.
Yeah, but you own the place too, and you're also a Yuri expert too.
Wait, no. Last time we talked about this, you said that Tiona was the owner.
Oh, fuck. Oh, and the audience are gonna be confused about what do we mean by last time. Now, we have to redo this recording because, one, my thing wasn't recording, and two, Kelsey's backup died.
Yeah, the recording and the backup also failed. So, we're doing it again.
Oh boy. Woo, yay!
It's alright. We'll make it better than last time.
Yeah, we'll make it better. Now, we have some good topics today. Ooh, you're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. Watch me roll this dice. Today's topic, Otona Precure.
Same topic as last time. I don't know how much of a roll of the dice that is.
It's 6-sided dice. And it all says Otona. Except this one that says Full Bloom.
Yeah, I found out that it's called officially Precure Full Bloom in English, which I don't know about. That seems like a bit of an infringement on my brand.
Yeah, on your brand, especially with what directions they be taking. Yeah, this is why Precure fans been asking for cucking.
Yes, this was an important update that you wanted to talk about so badly.
That I told you to write down to remind me.
Yes, I wrote it on my special Cafe Lily whiteboard where I write all the notes for the episodes. Right at the top, Otona Precure, the voice actors want cucking, and then Rosa forgot about it.
Yeah, I forgot about it somehow, but now I remember, and I won't disappoint. You're single, you have the freedom and the choice to cuck Saki's fiance. Go shoot your shot, girl. I believe in you. You can do it. Everyone wants you to do it. The twins for the manga wants you to do it. Like, remember, we had so much fun last night. We stayed up all night. And the VAs are commenting on it like, yay, Saki and Mike forever. Oh, I love those two. Always them together.
Yeah, it seems like there's some discontent with the direction of the show.
Yeah.
So much that the director, or just someone who works on the show, I don't remember who exactly, put out a note saying, you never know what will happen in the future. This is just one possible future for these characters.
They say as the twins are like behind them. Yeah, this was done like on October 1st, but it would have been really funny if this was rented right after the Saki and Mai episode specifically.
It would have been. I mean, the Saki Mai's are out there.
I mean, you don't believe they can work out in the future, but others will do.
They could work out. I'm not such a hater that I think that there's no way they could work out, but I just think that there are many futures.
Oh, that means they're a hater. You know what Kelsey said earlier? The Precure fans should watch another show.
I did say that. Sorry, Precure fans. You might like to watch another show, you know? There's a lot of shows out there. Maybe you could watch one of the shows that we have on our topic list today.
Yeah. I also want to discuss something very important that happens in the recent episode of Otona Precure. Two very important characters show up, and I believe it was one of their best decisions in the show. That's right. Michiru and Karu has returned and had a full segment in the episode 5 of Otona Precure, where they are cat VTubers talking about their favorite waffles.
Those famous Among Us twins, back again.
Now, I was looking through the comments and I noticed people were mentioning that apparently Saki and Mai don't acknowledge that they know the two. So it implies that they don't know that they're like VTubers now.
Well, they don't show their faces, right?
Yeah, they covered their faces, because like in one segment it's apparently live action, and they're covering their faces with the cats.
So they might not know it's them. I'm sure if they knew it was them, they would reach out. I mean, they probably stayed in touch. Saki and Mai probably feel bad about killing the Among Us twins' grandpa.
Yeah. I mean, it was deserved. Yeah, it was wonderful to see them again, to see them have a segment, to hear them talk in their monotone voice about how much they love life and how much they enjoyed all the snacks and stuff.
Good on them. I'm glad they're succeeding.
Yeah, I just wonder how they've been living life because, like, they're kind of like orphans.
Yeah.
They just been living on that gourd rock. Like, Saki might have. Did you do anything to help out?
Gold Rock's a nice spot.
Yeah, the gourd rock is a nice spot.
Yes, that's our Otona Precure update once again, even though we said we're not watching the show.
We're talking about the important stuff, like the Among Us friends. Nothing else happened in this episode, so nothing important, nothing that matters to us or you.
I'm sure.
Yes. Now, let's talk about the sweet, sweet, pretty you are.
Yes, because you just finished watching this with Ryan, didn't you?
Absolutely, and it was a wonderful time. We also saw the movie too, and I gotta say, it was a nice movie.
We're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves.
You're right. What is Sweet Pretty Cure about, Kelsey?
Well, it's about... Wait, why are you asking me? You're the one who watched it recently.
Yeah, but like we're two people who saw it,
Yeah, I guess so.
and I think it's important for us to share the knowledge.
Okay, sure. So Sweet Precure is... When is it? 2011 Precure season? And it's about these two friends who had a bestie breakup and they don't like each other anymore. Even though they used to love playing music together, they loved it so much. Now they can't stand music, not even interested in it. But all that's going to change when they have to become Precure together.
The relationship between Hibiki and Kanade is interesting because as they've slowly become friends again, they begin to bicker a lot. And it's super funny. Like, they don't completely get along at first, but they eventually harmonize, as Hami says. As they get along, as they play the piano more, as they find comfort within each other, to the point where they become the best oomfies. You know, very close, like nothing can break them apart.
Yes, and that's why that's such a good pairing among Precure fans.
Yeah, they love divorce, like you.
I guess. Sweet Precure was the first Precure season that I watched, which I think I've told the story before on a stream, but I saw a video of Sweet Precure. I thought I have to check out this show, but I didn't like it because I didn't like that they were fighting all the time. I was 14 years old or something, and I thought, I don't like that. I just want to watch a cute show where the characters get along. So I watched other Precure seasons, but you know, now I'm older, my tastes are more refined. I can appreciate a divorce Yuri.
Yeah. Cough, creator of Divorce Yuri, coming out soon.
Yes, coming soon. Go on my website.
And let's talk about the other character, Siren, who is part of the Minorland Villains roster.
Yes, one of the classics of redeemed villains.
Siren was a very eccentric, funny one. She's always like, "Oh, I'm better than everyone else. You guys are ruining everything for me." To those trio of like fruits, harmonizing fruits. I love them. They're so funny. And I really love that episode where Siren was disguising herself as like a new girl to school after like just stalking or like observing Hibiki for a day. It's like, oh, I'm just like you. We're best friends, right?
She needs to be a best friend now.
And then she actually got really emotional because that was something she was missing.
But your theory initially was that once she's redeemed, she would be Hibiki and Kanade's third.
Yeah, it's true. Because at that point, Hibiki and Kanade have a stable relationship. So they were capable of taking in a third, because they look at Siren like, oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's scared of crowd. That's so cute.
Oh, she was born in a wet cardboard box all alone.
Yeah. And then I proposed a new meta
I'm glad that you finally found someone to pair Inori off with, because you've been trying to find someone for her for so long. You've been like her concerned aunt who is like, why don't you just go over and talk to some of the girls? So your theory is Inori and Ellen.
Yeah. You see, yeah, also that's Cyrus' redeemed name, Ellen. She ends up living with Grandpa.
Love Grandpa.
Yeah. So, here's the story. So when Ellen was Siren, she would be injured in her appearance as a cat. And since she's a cat, she will be taken in by Inori and she will be nursed back to health. And still being Siren, reluctant to appreciate others or to care for others, she would end up leaving once she's 100% healed. But she would still remember all the time Inori was kind to her. Now she's a human and she can't turn back into a cat. But she wants to thank Inori properly. So she goes back and just makes friends with her and spend a day with her. And then maybe by the end of it, sparks fly.
Ooh.
Now, Ryan did propose drama in their future.
Yeah, Ryan is on the record as saying she thinks that they wouldn't work out.
Yeah, because it'll be years later, they live together at home, but Ellen's out all night rocking out at a concert, and Inori just wants her to be home every once in a while. But Ellen can't, and eventually, one day, at a concert, after a concert, she meets a woman, and that woman is Erica.
I don't know what's going on there. I don't know what's going on with Erica, but there's some sort of story.
Yeah, there's some sort of story going on. I think we should head back into Sweet Precure territory.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We got a little bit off track.
Now, there are two other characters. I wish I could remember their name, but they're one of friends of Hibiki and Kanade, where one is like always coming out of nowhere. She has blue hair. She's like, yo, I need your help. And then she pops out of nowhere like, hey.
Love her hair.
Yeah, love her hair. Blue hair and everything.
She has blue hair and pronouns. She's Sonic the Hedgehog girl.
Oh, absolutely. And then we get Hibiki's friend, who's like, I think she was the president of the cooking class. And she's like very passive, but like is always on the wings of like helping Kanade out. And I gotta say, if those two, I feel like those two spend time together, Sonic Girl and Hibiki's friend, not Hibiki's, Kanade's friend. I feel like they spend time together. They're the outside Yuri that has a lot going on.
They could be a good side character, Yuri, and
yeah,
that's what we need.
A lot of fun cast of characters.
Yes, lots of love for Sweet Precure. We both enjoyed it.
Well, any last words, Kelsey?
No. I love when you say that. I feel like
I like putting you on the spot.
It's funny, but it's also vaguely threatening.
I mean, anything different from how I usually talk to you?
No, and that's just the way it goes in Café Lily and in life.
I recommend Sweet Precure. It's a fun time. Watch it. Watch it now.
Yes, I know we just said to watch another show, but Sweet Precure, maybe you should go back and watch some of the old seasons.
Yeah, it's a fun time.
Anyway, what's the other show that you've been watching?
It's called I'm in Love with a Villainess. So, I've been recently watching the anime adaptation. It's about an overworked office lady who is transported into her favorite Otoma game called Revolution. Her name in the game is Ray Taylor, and instead of romancing the three main guys, she wants to romance the romantic rival. And boy oh boy, she is going for it. Kinda. Now, this is a really fun anime. It's a comedy first, for sure. she goes in, she tells her, I love you, I'm in love with you, no matter what Claire does to her, no matter how mean she is to her. She just loves her because before then, this game was her favorite game. She wrote fan fiction for the character. She played the game front to back just to see the character. It is her life because of this one character.
Nothing but respect for her. She's shooting her shot.
Yeah. And overall, I was kind of worried about like her approach could come off as like a bit too predatory in a way that's like feels uncomfortable. But overall, it feels just more joking, and it kind of gets explained like her basically what her approach is in the third episode, which is like which been a really big talking point a while back. Although I want to say, if you want to go forward with watching this series, I say episode 2 is a really good gauge on how, because this is just a bad scene. Like, other than her just saying, like, "Oh my God, you're vibrant and beautiful," and "Oh my God," and nosebleed and whatever, she's like never forceful in a way. She still respects her boundaries with her. So, but I think episode 2 will define like whether or not you'll be comfortable like watching these series.
I had heard about this series before, and people have said that it's one of the recent Yuri anime that's sort of more respectful and goes in depth with talking about the character's sexuality and her experiences. And you know, even though it's a comedy isekai, it also has a realistic angle to it.
Yeah. It's just in episode 3, it explained how they talk about Ray's sexuality and how does she feel about Claire, and it's like, so if you're in love with Claire, it means you're gay, right? And she's like, yes, and explained how important it is for her to be defined as gay, how she doesn't like guys, and how, in spite of like how bored she is of everything, she still respects her boundaries and knows that like in the end that like, hey, she might not be able to get together with Claire because of like past experience. So it's very interesting, it's very nuanced, and I'm looking forward to see how it handles more on that subject when it can, or when it does. Yeah, it's been a really fun time watching it, because like it's like watching this character like live her dream and like being in a game where she can be with her favorite fictional character, and she's using all her knowledge of the game to her advantage, which is really fun. And I'm watching the English stuff, and the English stuff is like really funny because of the voice acting. It's just like having fun with it. And I look forward to seeing more. It's really funny. It's a really fun time. I do recommend, but I would say gauge yourself with like episode 2.
There's just one season so far, you said?
Yeah, one season so far, but it's also from what I read, a light novel and a manga too.
Right, yep.
So yeah, I'll keep you updated for when we eventually update things we read and watched in the past.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that episode soon, where we just go back and talk about all the things we've said. Yeah, I'm gonna read or watch more of this, and then we don't mention it again.
Yeah, it's in the void. So, I heard you were watching a show called Yellowjackets. Dun dun dun.
Yes, this is my show that I watched when we decided to go watch another show. Yeah, I've been watching Yellowjackets with my friends. It's a 2021 US TV drama series, which I'm just getting to watch now. And I thought that it was worthy of a mention on this show because I didn't read any Yuri this week, but also because some of the girls are gay.
Gay?
Yeah, gay. Well, first of all,
Gay.
it's about a high school girls soccer team. But yeah, it's about a girls soccer team in the 90s, and they become stranded in the wilderness for 19 months. And the 4 point of view characters are the 4 girls that survived. So it kind of alternates between them and what they went through to survive in the woods, and then those 4 now in present day and what their lives are like now.
So it's like alternating timelines.
Yes, alternating between the 2. And one of the 4 girls, Thaisa, in the past sections, she's in a relationship with one of her teammates, Van. And I love Thaisa. I love Van. Van's like a baby butch to me.
You love those.
Yeah, I do. Super cute. And they at first try to keep their relationship hidden, but then they decide to make it known, and they're more sort of out with the rest of the team, which is very sweet. It's very nice.
Aww.
It's like, even though they're lost in the woods and they're probably all gonna die, they still just want to have nice moments and to be in love. And then, you move to the present day sections of the show, and Thaisa has a wife named Simone, and they have a son named Sammy. And part of Thaisa's story is that she's going through a rough patch with her wife because her mental health starts to deteriorate because of everything she went through and what happened to her back then. And it's a real mix of like these sweet moments, but then also these very tragic moments.
That's sad, but that's life, unfortunately.
Yeah, it is sad. It's like I just want Thaisa to succeed. I want her to be happy with her wife.
Yeah. Well, maybe. I feel like hopefully it gets better for her.
Yeah, hopefully it does get better for her. My friends and I just watched season 1 of this show. We haven't started on season 2 yet, but we are really enjoying it so far. It really keeps you guessing. My group was really divided over whether certain characters can be trusted or not, and we just couldn't agree on who was trustworthy, so that's a lot of fun.
Ooh, and you were making some guesses too, right?
Yes, I was making some guesses, and I won't give away what my stance was, just in case of spoilers, but I was right about Coach, their coach who gets stranded with them. I was right about him.
That's right, it's a secret to everyone until they saw and know.
I mean, if you're looking for another show to watch, if you like thriller and horror series, check out Yellowjackets.
Yeah, it's a tense time from what I heard.
Yeah, I was messaging Rosa while I was watching it with my group one night. I'm just like, oh man, someone just got attacked by a wolf.
Oh, that's like a wolf?
Yeah, if there's a wolf, Rosa has to know about it.
Yeah, I have to know about it. Important fact.
Yeah, critical information. I don't know if I can get you to watch a show just by telling you about a wolf, but one day it'll work.
Maybe it'll work. We'll see. Alright. Looks like we're coming to a close to Café Lily. Thank you all for joining tonight. Or afternoon. Oh no, we can't let them know when we record.
Right, it's fine. I mean, we'll put up the do not disturb, we are watching Otona sign on the cafe door so no one can get in.
Yeah, we put that out a lot.
Even when we're not watching Otona. And we're not watching Otona Precure either, but we're still going to give updates about it.
Of course, only for the important things, like the Among Us twins.
Yes, if the Among Us twins appear, that's what'll get me to watch the show.
Exactly. Oh, if there's like the divorce or the cooking, we'll be up and center, immediately record an episode no matter what. We'll like take this like 5 minutes moment and like turn it into like an hour of talking.
I have to wonder what's going to happen with that, because I'm not that knowledgeable about anime production, but I feel like it's pretty down to the wire, right? Like they finish episodes the week before they air or something like that, so yeah, I just have to wonder if they're going to change it based on critical reception from fans.
Yeah, very important critical reception. Well, that's it for Café Lily. Now, if you excuse me, I'll go read some Tsubomi X Itsuki Yuri on my Nintendo 3DS.
Enjoy.
And what are you gonna do?
I guess I'm just gonna sit in this spot until the next episode.
Alright, don't forget to turn off the lights.
Okay.
The owner's like watching, he's like complaining about the electricity being used.
Oh, sorry, Tiana.
He's also saying the beans we're getting it's not enough.
Well, leave a tip. Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, leave a tip, please. Thank you all for joining, and we'll see you next time.
See you next year.
Bye bye.